Hello, good people of YouTube. My name is Nathan, and today we're back with another video. Today we're talking about I guess the end of this quarter. Haven't really been doing these weekly recap videos, and I guess this is the first one, right, of this quarter. Yeah, this is it, the last quarter before I guess end of college, and I guess cheers to everyone else who is graduating, just like me. Um, so this video is not really. I was gonna make the video about like Mexican Coke and how is it better, but I think I'll have plenty of chances to do that once, either next week or later on when I'm done with college and working. I have time for a video a week. I think. It'll be about different stuff. It won't just be about me eating or drinking, food or drinks. But hey, cheers to the future plans I have for this YouTube channel and my life. Real sugar. But today I wanted to talk about college, and I guess for me a little bit of I'll send a more formal video, but maybe a little bit of what I've learned, maybe a little bit about this quarter. I think I'll start with this quarter. So this quarter, I no longer had to do Chinese class anymore, Chinese the language class. So I did 3 history classes. I'm a history major, if you don't know, at UC Riverside, and the first one was about Alexander the Great. The second one was about like classical Greece. Third one was like a history research seminar. It was the base. The research seminar was about taking one of our old papers. For me, it was one of my old papers was if my eye is moving, it's because the camera's on the side. I'm using my iPad. Yeah, I wish the camera was like over here. Yeah. Anyways. The research paper was about how this might help me. The research paper was about how taking one of our old papers and making it into like somewhat of a grad level, a higher level paper, right? There's like undergraduate, then there's like graduate, there's like professor level writing, right? So between undergraduate and grad, or like early grad level writing is what we're aiming for. And just to help with like your writing sample, if this is your writing sample for grad school. I'm not applying for grad school this year or next year. I give it 2 to 3 years thought, and then if I do decide, I'll go for grad school. If not, we'll see. But yeah, I've really enjoyed my classes. I'm doing well. Still have a lot of work to do. We've got 3 weeks left after this week. Week 9, week 10, finals week, and then we're done. And so yeah, I need to, clock in, I guess, lock in and do it. But at the same time, I'm trying to enjoy it the last week. Something I've done this quarter a lot more is I've done a lot more shopping trips with my roommate. He has a car, I don't. And so I'm really thankful that he's my roommate. He came in last year during the end of winter quarter, and damn, he was such a blessing to have in my life. Just to talk to, but also to watch, the Lakers play. I'm not a Lakers fan, I'm a Warriors fan, but watching the Lakers play and to, talk about the Dodgers, right? And their acquisition of Kyle Tucker, King Tuck, King Tuck. But it's been pretty good. I really enjoy college in my life. And I guess that kind of segues into what I've learned about college. Why do I think college is so worth it? I didn't really think that way coming into college, right? And this video isn't really so much to convince you that college is like worth the money, you know. It's just more of like a little bit about my perspective, right? And I'll make a more formal video, and a secret I'm telling you all now is I'm planning on some of the videos I plan on doing formally. I'll actually start blogging now, like writing a blog, right? Independent journalism, right? And just different ways to like get the message or get your like content out there, right? For me, a lot of it is personal and some of it is not, right? And you know, sometimes I can check the YouTube algorithm. It says like, usually these videos are like 5. Yeah, I put some thought into it. Sometimes a lot, right? And sometimes it doesn't work. But then you can take a 12-second clip of the fans at Dodger Stadium, and boom, 5,000 people started watching it and liking it, right? And, yeah. But yeah, I just a little bit about college. I think it's worth it, even though it's expensive. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'll be the first to say, I think I'm really fortunate to have parents that are able to pay for my college. I did not need to take out debts. I think that's a huge caveat that changes, I guess, how people look at college. If you don't need to pay, like, the bank or the government, like, loans, I think your experience is a lot different than people who have to worry about, like, the financial obligations if they don't graduate on time, if they don't graduate early, right? It's different, right? The pressure is even more than people who don't have to worry about those. It's like another factor, right? I'm from the Bay Area, if you people don't know, and I went to UC Riverside. My first year, I didn't really care too much, but then my second year, I invested more in my time into the people here at Riverside, the people who stayed, who didn't transfer away, and so the history department, the faculty, the professors, the grad students, and my peers. And third, and this year too, just been doing a lot of classes, learning a lot, learning how to take care of my stuff independently. Actually, I'm on a timer in this video. Let me check right now my time, because I actually have laundry right now. Okay, I have some time, yeah. But laundry, yeah, it's like you're balancing different things in life, like taking care of your chores by yourself, you're doing your homework by yourself, everything's by yourself. No one's there to watch you. I think I was playing video games this morning, and yeah, like usually I wouldn't do that, but I did. But partly it's because I'm on top of all my work, so I kind of can't, right? Yeah, the thing I've enjoyed the most in college has to be the office hours and the ability to learn different bits of information from your professors and grad students, right? I'll give you an example. It's really useless. Some of the stuff will not help you like earn extra money, but some of it will, and some of it is about decision making too, right? For example, like grad school. One of my professors, her name is Dr. Osaka, and she gave me the advice that, Nathan, instead of applying straight out of your freshman year to grad school, why don't you take some time, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe even 5 years to go and work, and then see if you want to go back to grad school. Because, and there's different reasons why to do that according to her, but if I were to summarize why she gave those reasons, or the reasons other people gave to do that way too, it was to get a little bit of money so that you don't really, and get experience, but also like to have a deeper appreciation of your time in college. Because I think in the workforce, from what I've heard and what I've in the limited working, um, in my limited time working in like Chick-fil-A or at research lab, um, damn, it can be tough. And education, for all the crap people give about it, like, oh, it's a system that's broken. Oh, like, there's like rich schools, poor schools, not so good schools. Like my school was like okay, but it wasn't like the best well funded compared to like other schools in the Bay Area, right? But school consistently, I think, provided like a safe and like calming space to me. That's my opinion, right? And I think that is something college that you're going to miss when you enter the workforce potentially, right? All of a sudden it's just chaos, layoffs, right? Yeah, I'm gonna miss college. Um, am I ready to go? Yes, I am. There's people waiting for me back home. There are things waiting for me back home, like I'm planning on being a substitute teacher from my school district that I went to, and I plan on doing more speech and debate judging, right, for tournaments on weekends. Like different things of interest, but also things that are actually paying me money now. Before it was for free or very scarcely would I get an opportunity where I get paid. And I appreciate that for all the people who, there's a few of them who are watching this video maybe, who have given me those opportunities and continue to remind me, hey, this opportunity exists, Nathan. Why would you like to do speech and debate judging this Saturday, Sunday? And I appreciate that because it helps me see the different doors and see them open and gives me opportunity to take those chances. I think something I will miss, and I'll probably close this video after this. Well, the one last thing I miss is probably InterVarsity Christian Fellowship. I'm actually wearing a shirt, but you guys can't really see. Yeah, so this is the shirt. This is the shirt that my staff gave me. It's a little short spiel about what InterVarsity is. InterVarsity is a Christian, one of the largest Christian fellowships in America. It's for college students from various backgrounds and various different college standings. For example, like some of them are about for athletics, some of them are about like Greek, from like fraternities and social life. Some of them are geared to like Asian Americans, like AA InterVarsities for Asian American InterVarsity, or SAIV, which is for like Southeast Asian InterVarsity, and there's several other InterVarsities too. And what I've been able to see in InterVarsity, because before InterVarsity I was part of A2F, and if you look back enough to those videos, you'll see I did not have a great time learning or having a good experience learning how to live life with God with A2F. Short story short, to make it a short story, A2F was a cult, and they're not really a great, well-run organization, in my opinion, that fosters holistic and long-term growth for a person's life with Christ. And InterVarsity has shown me how to live that life. How do we honor our parents and for our commitments, and how we honor our family when we're changing jobs, or when something else has come up and we're thinking about it. How do we pray to God? How do we handle things that come up? I've also appreciated just the stability that InterVarsity has given to me. In A2F, I saw a lot of like people moving around, like going from UCR to UC Santa Barbara or UC Irvine to serve, and yes, great, but man, stability. I think there's something about stability that comes with faith, right? Stability allows us to stop fighting or stop like running nonstop, and it allows us to slow down and calm down and be present in, I guess, where we are, right? For me, I'm in Riverside and allowed to, just today I went to get a haircut, and it's a great haircut, and the person, I go to like Great Clips haircut. There's a haircut place in SoCal, and the lady who cut my hair has done it 3 times, and we're able to have like a friendly conversation, and that that kind of like friendly conversation I've been able to develop with multiple people who are either cooks or servers or people at the store or the haircut lady or people in housing, people at UCR, professors, grad students, InterVarsity staffers, and so on. And that's because of InterVarsity. InterVarsity is one of the main themes that has dominated my time. It's a passage, and I'll go over this more as I say. This is meant to be a short spiel, but it's like when the Israelites are in exile, right? They're told not to just long for home, but to like invest in their time in Babylon, invest in their communities, build homes, build gardens, have families, right? Yes, the time of exile ending will come to end, just like me. It's not really exile, but going back home is coming very soon. But in the meantime, what gardens are we planting? What families are we building here? And I think I've done that beautifully, and I'll talk more about that in separate videos. So yeah, cheers to the end of a quarter that's to come. Cheers to the end of 4 years of, I guess, making these past 4 years have been a lot of content has come onto this channel, whether personal or stuff that I've done. And cheers to everyone who's been supporting me through college, the opportunities, and all the subscribers who've subscribed to this channel. Last I checked, there's 112 of people out there now. Maybe a few of those are family members and friends from high school, but most of them, I don't know you guys, but thank you so much for giving me the support. I see that number. I want to push out more videos and maintain hey, every week, let's try to do one more. Thank you so much, and I wish you all a happy. I wish you all to have a good week, and see you all on the next time. Bye.